Karie, what are some of the things that you're doing primarily to build a strong team, a progressive culture, but even more importantly, hiring new people into that existing team?
I hire attitude and not skill and not technique. I believe that because you can teach anybody technique, you can't teach them personality. So I really look for somebody that's eager, that's ambitious, that is excited and passionate. The passion has to come through. I also make my vision very clear in the interview process, what I envision for the salon, and again, from customer service to the different services that we offer to the processes and procedures and systems and the culture in our salon. So I do make that very clear in the interview process. And again, hiring the right attitude from the beginning I think is really important, because then at that point what we do is we take, and I typically also like to hire students out of school for the most part. Reason being is because they don't bring in with them bad habits, and they're open to receiving training and information, and they're open, I find, and it's easier for them to adapt to our culture. At that point what we do is we partner them with our senior stylist, for instance, for about 8 months, and they're trained with the stylist not only on technique but on the salon culture and the expectations. And that seems to work for us very well, because versus hiring somebody and just putting them directly on the floor, they're being mentored by one of our senior stylists, and I think that's really, really key for them to, again, learn our culture and be able to, at the 8-month process or after the 8-month process, when they do finally go on the floor, they're much more comfortable, and I think they'll deliver much better because they've had the proper training ahead of time. Our staff is very happy. We have a great team. Everybody has a great relationship, and I believe that they produce and they deliver because they're happy, which I think is really important. And I think one of the things you have to remember is to be flexible. It's easy as a salon owner or as an owner to be very critical and to expect perfection. And sometimes you need to take a step back and learn that everybody learns at their own pace and at a different pace. You have to give them the tools to grow, but I think it's also important to give them to be flexible and to allow them to make mistakes, because I think that's how people really learn, is when they make their own mistakes and realize, whoa, that didn't work so well for me. So now I understand what the owner is saying. It makes more sense now. We do a lot of team building activities, so we participate in all the events, from conferences to Montreal to Las Vegas. We have people come in and speak in our salon also. We participate in our staff meetings, again, to help team build. We have monthly one-on-ones, so I have one-on-one meetings with my staff once a month where we go over, we set goals, we go over the results, we talk about the wins, we talk about the struggles, and we try to basically plan and help problem solve at that point. And I think it's really important also to, when you see a win and when you see something done well, to bring it to light and to call attention to it and to compliment somebody on something they've done well, because that makes your team go a long way. I think it really encourages positive behavior. And that positive behavior, of course, reflects on the customer service, and it's just a chain reaction.